What's up, guys? It's Amanda from AK Cycles, and I'm here with the new Yamaha R7 and the old MT FC07, which is like the upright naked version of it. So both of these bikes are super fun with lots of low end and mid-range torque, and they're powered by the same parallel twin motor. However, the R7 really feels more refined. The bike feels a bit smoother, and aggressive downshifting won't wiggle the bike in the rear. So sometimes in aggressive downshifts, my FC07, I felt like I would wiggle the rear tire a little bit, so it would just kind of move a little bit on me. So I'm sure the slipper clutch helps with that. I mean, the new R7 comes with that. I think you can actually get an aftermarket one for the FC07 or the MT07, but I'd have to double check. The clutch pull is also a little bit softer, in my opinion, on the R7. I'm sure that has something to do with it as well. The suspension is actually one of the things people talk a lot about on this bike. So if you're not doing track days, it's probably not that big of a deal. If you're just doing regular riding, it's not going to be as big of a deal. You know, aggressive riding, you might want to upgrade the springs in the FZ or MT if you want it stiffer to take it to the track. The R7 obviously just comes with a much better suspension. It's fully adjustable inverted front forks, and then the rear is adjustable too. And then the FC07, MT07 just has the standard suspension. So as you can see here. So both braking systems have plenty of stopping power. However, it's worth noting that Scott, our technician, actually didn't like the ABS on either bikes. He actually felt like the system didn't operate fast enough. So you could lock up the brakes and then feel the ABS kicking in a bit late. And while it might keep you from locking up and going down, it made it jerky, and he felt like it wasn't much better. So that was just his opinion on that when he took it for a ride. So the FC07 or MT07 will be slightly lighter without the fairings, but it's not going to be a huge difference. The seat position is obviously the biggest difference. In my opinion, it's easier for a beginner rider to have all the controls directly in front of them, and it can be easier to handle too, especially if you're on the shorter side. So I'll sit on this in a minute and you can see the differences in the seating position. It's actually a fairly big difference, and I'm 5'6" with a 30 to 31 inch inseam, so you can get an idea of what that looks like with me on it. Now this is me sitting on both bikes. Again, I'm 5'6" with a 30 to 31 inch inseam. And right now I'm not really wearing boots. The shoes I have on are pretty close to what my feet would be. So as you can see, I can almost flat foot this, no problem. And my hands are straight up and down in front of me. Now, on the R7, this is what my feet look like. So you can definitely see I'm more on my tiptoes, and I'm much more aggressive on the bike. And again, I'm not wearing boots, just regular shoes. So I actually personally own an FZ07, so I've gotten to ride it quite a bit the last 2 years. This is the kind of bike I like. I mean, upright sport bike, you still have a decent suspension compared to a cruiser, so you have nice handling. If the front suspension on this did bother me, you can always do like a spring upgrade, or you could upgrade the weight of the fork oil. There's definitely stuff you can do to make this a little stiffer, a little more aggressive. So if you want, that can definitely be a thing. The R7 just feels a tad bit more refined than the FZ07 or MT07. However, that does come with kind of a premium price tag, and you also have a little bit more of an aggressive stance. So if you want to do track days, just have a more aggressive bike, the R7 is definitely going to be it. It's a ton of fun. It's super refined. It's the the newest, greatest thing out there, and it is great. But I wouldn't point you away from an FZ or an MT07 because these are really great bikes as well. So if you have any questions, just let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching.